Good afternoon. I call to order the July 8th, 2014 meeting of the Glendale Housing Authority. May we have the roll call, please?
Authority members: Friedman.
Here.
Mincy.
Here.
Grazian.
Here.
Quintero.
Here.
Sinanian.
Here.
Weaver.
Here.
Chair Najarian.
Here. May we have your report?
The agenda for the July 8, 2014 regular meeting of the Glendale Housing Authority was posted on Thursday, July 3, 2014 on the bulletin board outside City Hall.
Thank you. The next item?
Next item is approval of minutes.
I'll move the regular Housing Authority meetings for Tuesday, the 17th of June and the 24th, and the joint City Council and Housing Authority meeting on Tuesday, June 3rd.
Second?
Second.
If there are no objections or corrections proposed, the minutes will be approved as submitted. Next item, please.
Next item on the agenda at 5 is oral communications. No cards were submitted for this portion.
We will close oral communications, and please read the business agenda.
6A is Director of Economic Development and Community Development regarding consideration of increasing home funding for Cypress Senior Living Project permanent loan. At 6A1 is a motion approving an affordable housing agreement between the Housing Authority and Cypress Senior Living Investors LP in the amount of $140,000 to provide supplemental home funding increase for the project. 2 is a resolution appropriating $165,000 to fund the loan increase.
Mr. Ochoa?
Yes, sir. Please, the board. Occasionally, as we get money in from HUD and home funds that have to be used for affordable housing, there will be residual amounts of money left over, program income left over, so you get these little drips and drabs that are there. At this point, there's about $160,000 that we have to allocate to a project or have it go back to HUD. At the same time, on the Cypress Senior Living Project, as you may recall, that project, 18 units, ran into some rather minor allowable cost increases in the rehab cost and in the relocation cost, and staff did incur some costs as well in the relocation process, making sure that folks were able to get to safe, sanitary, decent housing as relocation would dictate. So what we are asking at this point is that the council would allow us to increase the size of the permanent loan that we already have towards the Cypress Senior Living Project from $500,000 to $640,000, and that also we're able to appropriate $25,000 of those home funds as allowed by law towards existing CDD costs in connection to the relocation and rehab of this particular project. So altogether, it's about $165,000. $140,000 goes to the increasing the size of the permanent loan, $25,000 to the staff costs that are allowed under the HUD guidelines. If you have any specific questions, our senior housing project manager, Mr. Fortney, can answer those.
Okay, are there any questions?
Can you give a little more detail? How will the money be used?
The size, we have $140,000 that would go towards the size of the permanent loan that we have on the project. So that loan would go from $500,000 to $640,000. $25,000 would be spent on staff. The housing staff is allowed to have some of their costs be covered by the home program. And so the 140 plus the 20 would be the 165 that we're looking for in appropriation, sir. If you have specific questions about the economics of the relationship with the developer and the deferral of the developer fee, Mr. Fortney can answer those for you.
So,
Could I just add, nothing concrete, but I just wanted to mention too, 10 of the 17 units are rented now, so we're working on getting the other 7. The construction is completely done. And then I want to also mention July 29th at 9 a.m. we are having a grand opening for that project.
okay, now that you mentioned that, how many applications did you get for that housing?
It was in the thousands. You remember? I believe, 2,500 approximately.
And part of these are earmarked for veterans.
6 of the units for veterans, okay. Yes.
So there's still an incredible demand for affordable housing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let us know if it slackens.
Okay. Will do.
I'll be gone. I'll be with Mr. Weaver pushing up daisies by that time. It'll be a long time. That's what I'm implying. A long time. I mean,
no comment.
And I don't mean I would be with him, but we'd be in the same position. Okay, are there any other questions? If not, we have a motion and a resolution.
I'll move 6A, 1 and 2.
Second.
A motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Authority members, Friedman,
Yes.
Mincy,
Yes.
Barazian,
Yes.
Quintero,
Yes.
Sinanian,
Yes.
Weaver,
Aye.
Chair Najarian.
Yes. Next item, please.
Are there any authority member or staff comments?
Are there any comments? Seeing none, we have no new business. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Housing Authority is adjourned.
Thank you. Please come to order for the joint meeting of Glendale City Council and Glendale Housing Authority of July 8, 2014. May we have roll